Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Homeschool Science with Evan-Moor. My name is Andrea Hall, and I am a homeschool mom of three. I have three kids, and as a busy working homeschool mom, I'm always looking for tips and tools to help me homeschool and to do it well. So I was really excited when I saw that Evan-Moor. Oh, my green screen's probably going to mess me up here, but I'm really excited. I was really excited when I saw that Evan-Moor had a science lessons and investigation workbook curriculum coming out. So super excited. So I was like, I really need to check it out. So I did, and I actually did it with my kids. I wanted to give you guys a rundown on what to expect when you're looking at the science lessons and investigations. So I have three kids. They're all in different grade levels. My oldest is in the 6th grade. So I decided to get the 6th grade curriculum. Okay, so this is the 6th grade science curriculum. And I actually did it with all the kids. So I did it with all the kids. The lesson that I decided to do was Water's Role on the Earth. Water's Role on Earth. So if you actually had that, I'm flipping to it right now, it would start on like page 122. So that's where it would start. So what I like about the Science Lessons and Investigations workbook with Evan-Moor, I actually got the 6th grade version of it. I like how it starts off with an investigation task. So we decided to do the lesson entitled Water's Role on Earth. We decided to do that lesson primarily because it's been raining a lot where we are. We should probably take some of our rain and send it down to Australia. But it's been raining a lot where we are here in Georgia, actually. That's where I am. And I thought this would be a great segue into the water cycle. My younger kids, this would probably be an introduction for them. For my oldest, my 6th grader, this would actually go a little deeper. And I think that's one of the things I liked about this lesson, is that it went deeper than just the average water cycle. So it started off with an experiment that I did with the kids. So we got to line up the different containers with water, regular water, ice water, then we also have boiling water. And we talked about the different effects the water had in there. We got to play around with it, touch it. They had some aha moments when we had the steaming water in the cup, and then we had a smaller cup over it, and the steam, of course, rose up from the cup and went into the smaller cup, and they took it out, and then they felt on the inside, and it was like an aha. I was like, what does it feel like? They're like, it's wet. I'm like, where did the water come from? They're like, aha, steam is water. So for some reason, they never made that connection that steam was water, even though we did talk about the 3 states of matter, but that's beside the point. So that was really cool for them to see that aha moment. So definitely don't skip the investigation, the explore activity that they have. And then it gives you, what I like about it is in the exploration, it also gives you questions to ask your kids. So it's a worksheet. You can actually use it as a worksheet, but I didn't give them the worksheet itself. I actually just asked them the questions. So it was more like a dialogue, a conversation. And that's when a lot of the aha moments happen. So when we do the science, after we did the exploration, I went through the questions in a conversation kind of thing. So after we went through the exploration, that's when Evan-Moor provides an instructional lesson where you can actually explain it and work through it. So I love it. I was able to read it from the workbook and show them the pictures in the workbook. The exploration kind of looks like this. So I was able to read from Evan-Moor. They actually had an explanation in the lesson. So kind of like a lesson that you can read to your kids. So I actually read it from the workbook and showed them the pictures in the workbook. And we were talking about the water cycles through the Earth systems. We got to talk about the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the geosphere, the biosphere. We got to talk about evaporation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation. And what I love about this is that on the next page, it actually has all of those vocabulary words for the kids. And then it has a vocabulary review where they could take these words and think about, okay, what do they have in common? Okay, how are they different? So, for example, it had comparing evaporate and condense. And then it has some draw a picture that illustrates precipitation and transpiration. So I liked how it took the vocabulary words and made it deeper, right? So these were kind of like worksheets that I can give them for the rest of the week to review the concept that I introduced to them on the first day. Okay, so I introduced them to the concept on the first day. We went through the activity, and then I read the the explanation in Evan-Moor. And then the day after that, I gave them the vocabulary worksheet to kind of explore and dig in deeper with that vocabulary, which I really liked. And then it also had another worksheet talking about all of those different Venn diagram for the atmosphere, the biosphere, the geosphere, the hydrosphere, and how they overlapped and how they were different. So I like that because, again, you're going deeper into those vocabulary words, especially for the sixth grader. This is really great for the sixth grader. Kind of skip that for the younger kids. And then they have a beautiful model, black and white model, that the kids can write in to show the water cycle. So they actually were able to go in there and put the water cycle in there. So this is something that I was able to do with all the kids on that page. And then it had some extension activities at the end that you could choose to do or choose not to do. I love the flexibility that the workbooks give, that you can choose what you want to do, what not to do. And then you can add to it by, getting a library book on the water cycle to add more dimension for the kids, especially for the younger ones, a picture book on a water cycle. And that's one of the things I do to kind of extend the Evan-Moor workbooks. If I need more depth, especially for my younger kids, because this one is more for the sixth grader. So I really enjoyed doing the science lessons and investigations with the kids. I love seeing the kids' aha moments as we were exploring it. And I loved the follow-up with the worksheets to dive deeper into the vocabulary words and those concepts to get that, to get it more in their minds so that they wouldn't forget it so easily. So that's how I homeschool science with Evan-Moor. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I will come back and check them out. And you'll also find a link to this workbook in the description. Thank you all and have a great day.